Secrecy Act to share, and I'm going to share because I want persons to know. I didn't take to social media because I'm not that person, but I will share it with people and hope that the word will get around. Now, a popular dancehall act came to the airport yesterday with his entourage. They came off the flight from Brussels, and I asked him if he was in Germany, and he said no, and he did not declare it on his form. He was landed and sent through. He proceeded to stop at the Cambio, where a co-worker of mine on passing heard him say he wish the whole we dead because you know the excitement for we have our mask and gloves. Now I'm talking about Elephant Man. Now, me not careful. Anybody can share this voice note. Share it. Because at the end of the day, these are the things that are breaking down our society. The ignorance, arrogance, and just the lack of regard. Now, for any human being, whether in their right mind or not, to actually wish death upon persons who are working for their country in the country's best interest is not only distasteful, but it's disheartening because we had on our gloves and our mask. No, he had no sense of self because he lied on his declaration form. That's one. That's an offense. He was asked by the officer, me, Crystal Hall, were you in Germany? He denied it. No, there were no stamps in the passport because when you go to Europe and you move around in Europe, if you're not landed in a particular country, then you won't have a stamp because you can move freely through Europe, right? He was allowed to go. He and another colleague of his both of them did not declare going to Germany. Now, Germany is high risk. Germany is a country where coming from Germany, you're either going to be quarantined if you're Jamaican or you're going to be sent back, right? If you're not Jamaican. Ragging King came up after. I did not process him. However, he was sent to health because he declared going to Germany. Now, upon his declaration, he made it known that Elephant Man was also in Germany and I allowed him to go. Now, I'm explaining to him that he did not declare that he was in Germany. That's how he was sent through. To the point where police had to be called because of how Ragging King was behaving in the hall about being sent to health for simple health screening. Everybody who came was allowed to go to their yard. Now, bear in mind, these are persons that are coming from high-risk countries who potentially are or were exposed to the virus. And because of brutish force and loudness, they are gone to them yards. Bear in mind, these are all performers, so-called entertainers, who more than likely going to be mixing up amongst the general population. So whilst the government is stipulating certain practices, when it comes down to the ground level, certain things are still not being enforced. Now, another situation happened. A young lady was denied extension of stay at our passport office in Montego Bay. She proceeded to sneeze on the officer in retaliation to what she was told that she would not have been given the extension in our country because she had already overstayed her visit. So she already broke the law and was being sent back home. She proceeded to sneeze on the officer and wish that the officer catch the virus. Nothing was done. This person was not in any way dealt with legally. Nothing was done. So these are all the abuses that persons who are on the ground have to be facing without much enforcement. And so when I say to you that there is a possibility that this thing will not be controlled, it is because of the behavior, the indiscipline, the lack of regard, the lack of understanding of the severity of the issue, why this is going to happen.
An Elephant Man make an apology here, and we want to play the apology. But let me say something for about me play the apology. No, I'm not going to contaminate him reasoning by saying what I'm going to say.
Yo, this Elephant Man, the energy card, sending some positive message your way. And I just want to say, I really sincerely apologize to the staff at the Sangsters International Airport and the Minister of Health and the people of Jamaica. I also want to apologize for any misunderstanding in the way I incorrectly completed the form. After my long journey, I actually put the last country I arrived from as the opposed to all the countries I attended in the last 6 weeks. Sorry for that. Drop asleep, you don't know. See, I have spoken to the authorities and I am self-quarantined at home. I went directly home after leaving the airport and I have not left my house since. I ask for your complete understanding. Your complete understanding. You understand? And I apologize again. I apologize one more time to the people and the government of Jamaica, and just want you to know that I would never put anyone's life at risk intentionally. I would never intentionally put no one's life at risk. Peace, big up to everybody from Jamaica. Love to the fans them every time. Bless.
Yes, that was an apology by Elephant Man about the debacle were going out at the airport, which seemed to reach the attention of the police and them doing some investigation, because according to them, it is unlawful to give or not give information on that farm. So even though the argument went gay about coming through, nobody not check him and them, apparently the person who you get the farm, which is the last person you book up, we're going to take your luggage and ask you if you have anything to declare. When them look on the farm, they might look down the line to see where don't full up. And if you say male or female, and you're male and you put female on it, they might carry you go in a room, go check you, go see if he's really male or female, but put for that joke aside. The reality of the thing, if them say you have nothing besides certain one, them going to say, give about the farm and say, writing that or writing this or writing that. And I think that is what happened. Them, I don't even know, but something sound fishy. Very fishy. One to the people who are come through the airport with him, what them call them entourage. One to the entourage. We are come through. All of them ones there. And I am going to reiterate the point that I am making. I think that everybody, I think that, we're going to like the El Salvadorian president. I think that them should stop visitors from coming to Jamaica for the time. And all the Jamaicans that we allow in the country must be quarantined. As some you see it, because this thing is too weird. We are see things are unfold in front of we. And I go on like say, boy, right now, yeah man, over the set happen. Them things they can't reach you, we are God bless people. Say a hurricane come and nothing happen to you and all them way. You have only for Jamaican people. I'm glad if it just fade away in the next week or 2 weeks. I'll be so happy. As a matter of fact, you'll have celebrations in the street, man. You that's the amount of naked people you'll see in the street or rub up on one another because you have to see that we can't catch it now or rub up on one another. I would surely join the crowd. I would definitely join the crowd. All them things where they keep carnival and the only person that don't see cancel everything up to now is some face. The only thing. So him know when me don't know. Or when nobody else don't know, say, by June everything will be okay, and July everybody can rub up against one another again. But so far, with your Calabash, the Terror Festival, put off till September, with your jams, cancel. Most of things were cancel, Rasta. All the rubber place them cancel. Where you could have go and have a nice rub. You can't go there now. You understand? You better stay in your yard and do what is best for you. You know, see, it's nice time now to get together with your family and talk to one another, even though that is impossible now. Because when family gather together now, nobody's talking to one another. Unless you find something, which is a good thing. Because sometimes you see things and you have a communication with the individual and then start a reasoning, a conversation that can turn out to be very fruitful. So, click it. Okay, so we want to read this before we play the Reagan King. As we told you that, I know this we're going to spend the whole time and talk about Selena, but we feel say it's a national interest in relating to how we are trying to keep the thing tight. You know, that we are trying to work out. Or we're trying to keep the thing tight. All right, so here what is going on. This is from the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Police investigating alleged false declaration to immigration officer by Elephant Man. March 19, 2020. The police are investigating allegations of false declaration made to an immigration officer by popular entertainer 44-year-old O'Neil Bryan, otherwise known as Elephant Man, who arrived at Stansted International Airport, Montego Bay, along with other members of his team he was traveling with recently. Reports are that Elephant Man arrived at the airport from Brussels and was asked to declare countries he had visited. It alleged he falsified the information and did not declare all the countries. The police will be working closely with the Ministry of Health and members of the Immigration Department to determine the appropriate action. Additional information will be provided as investigation continues. That is coming from the police investigating Jamaica Constabulary Force. Okay, so Elephant Man said nothing on the thing a while ago. Elephant Man said nothing about declaration paper and not declaring all the countries that him go. So somebody is giving the police this information that he did not declare all the countries that him coming at. Because you know you have people who can say, well boy, because I'm at the airport, it don't stand to say that him visit the country. But actually, technically, him visit the country. If you're in because a lot of the people them who bring it come here was in transit from England. A lot of them was in transit from England to, I think one was in transit to Trinidad. One I come from Dubai or somewhere, something like that. But technically, you did visit the country. And Schengen visa can't carry you going to any one of the country them without borders. Because Europe is a place without borders. You know, so we have to go find out now if where the police get this information that him never declared that, or why is it that him never said that a while ago. You know, him say him go to the Cambio, change some money, go in the car where him go and go straight to him yard. Nobody check him in the airport. Nobody. Him emphasize that. Nobody not check him in the airport. So we really have to find out how that go. Because it's a very serious thing, especially now. Okay, so this is something that come out of the newspaper. We don't read what the police say already. We don't have to read what come out of the newspaper. And we don't read what Elephant Man say. So you're going to play now. Reagan King was coming in also. So we want to play what Ragin King say. This one. Okay, so here goes.
Good afternoon, my Jamaican people. You know, we come to address this matter, because this matter is serious, you know. Big up everybody, you don't know. Big up all of the fans, them. Hope everybody, you know, the best of them health, you know. Yeah, dog. Anyway, you don't know, we come through the airport yesterday and you don't know, as you don't know, Ragin King tour them did cut short and them thing there. You see me? Well, I reach back on me here because you don't know this virus thing with them say I go on and you see me? Anyway, I reach back on me here safe and sound. Put myself in a quarantine, you know. But them people are kind of propel the situation or escalating or something where it's not, you understand? Because I my best I'm alright, but you don't know them some stay me hard for 7 or 14 days to make sure say, you know, them check my pressure and them check what them say, them check, them put something on my forehead. Yeah, check my fever. You see me, I'm good, so that them did I say. Them check my temperature. But you don't know, me a voice note I grow, I'm just making people them know say, oh, I'm there and I'm yard safe and sound, you know. Everything is alright, you know. Yeah man, I'm there go and build 2 body with them, you see me? Yeah. For 14 days, I go and build 2 body with them. So the time when you see that 14 days, they have a mad tick. You see me? I think 12 or more hours just to reach my yard. You know, so I'm kind of over-exhausted. You know, anyway, when we reach, kind of did frustrated about the whole thing. Make sure I lock up myself, you know, I keep myself, you know, as much as I can isolate from people, that's what I do. But I'm a public figure, you see me? So you don't know people are going to see and say, right, again, or I go on, you have to give them the elbow, you see me? Or I say, yo, go on, you see me? Wrap up my face, you know, from my head to my toe, wrap up. You see me? Come to the airport and them say, alright, Ragin King, them see my paper and see, realize I come through Germany. I never stay in Germany, my people. I transit through there. You understand? So the plane transit through Germany. Anyways, that the part of my paper. So them say, Ragin King, step aside. I say, alright, we step aside with them. You know? We comply to, you know, what them say. Them just give me one form and say if me feel away. I have to make sure I call a number here and I have to stay out of the reach of, you know. So, I then in place I go and hold them a build 2 body with them, man, you see me? You don't make the thing look like what it's not, you see me? If you don't have something bad to say, although I'm not supposed to have nothing bad to say. Look how much good song, may I do? Promote them, the brother, and start promote some liquor, you know? Rumors, dog, you see me? Yeah, dog. For now, just as a Jamaica, big up, you see me? Make sure people are the best on the health. And some of the brother, when you start propel the thing to where it's not, you see me, just keep your surroundings safe and, you see me? Yeah, dog. Take care of the immune system and them sitting there, you see it? Yeah, dog.
But we are told that a lot of the people them who was under the quarantine thing will be released. You know, it'll be released. We don't want to hear any more death. Even though we don't know what happened out there, so. But we're in a serious situation and we have to take this thing we have to take it serious. We have to take it serious. You understand? Because we know that some people are treated like hurricane. I say, why the hurricane now come here and start? I just think, you know, say Jamaica, God bless place. Jamaica, God bless place. But let me tell you something. You see the people them who say them are Christian, them not looking to God to stop it. Them looking to scientists who can create a vaccine. That is what them are do. Them want the scientists, them turn into the scientists to create a vaccine to alleviate the problem. Because them know say, if you had a choice between praying to God to stop you from developing more complications, or the doctor, most of them would have choose the doctor. I would choose the doctor. You know, you don't go to a tailor to deal with flu. You know, it's not like Jamaica where them have yard now fixed road. You know, so we need to really figure it out. Okay. I don't know if it's my mind or my brains, but anybody, it's me, I imagine it. It come like crime gone down. Me don't know. It come like me not hear much about nobody a shoot nobody, and then it look like the gunman them afraid to take the gun from the other gunman. Cause you know what a gun I rent them. You know, you didn't know that. Yeah, you know that. You know that. Yeah, them rent the gun them from one another. So me don't know if because the gun have to circulate amongst all the murderer. That I want to say no, sir. Me not have no rope on that, you know. Me not take that gun, because I don't know if I chew them attack. Me don't know if I chew them attack, but alcohol go get you the germs. But me notice it go down from January. Yeah, it's like that good.
I think I 2 million so far.
2 murder. Well, want to say them are a China brother. The last man me hear was a China brother down Mobile get shot. And now we hear about this brethren now. Well, it's a murder, but it's a gun murder. Them find out this man up at Portland, and them look for this girl where they with him up there. They say them find him stab up. But the murder rate gone down, man. The murder rate gone down. You know, Mr. Chang, what name now, where the minister name again? Harris Chang. You see how later down the year now? Harris Chang, I'm going to tell you, say, at the SOE I work. They're wicked enough. I bet you anybody down the line, you're going to hear Harris Chang say, see, the SOE was working because the crime went down in February, March. Why will I tell you? But it is good. It is good. Because all 24 hours last week, I think, no gun, no fire, you know, like, you know, it's a thing. So we want to talk about the funeral them, and the Prime Minister said, no, as a matter of fact, them shouldn't have no funeral procession. That is what I say. Because them funeral procession there come like joke now. People don't have no, a person who die again, the whole ceremony is not sacred anymore. Because I see man a dance with coffin. Forgot buried in that thing, and when them a dance with the coffin, I'll drop. And then you see the girl them, like a dance them there, and if the other day, I have a relative where his son dead Rasta. I'm going to go a Medarest. I'm going to say, I sit on a cab, because I'm not going to the church, you know. And I know, I'm not going to church, I'm not going. I you're the man that cuss bad out on the pulpit. The man leg on some cloud on the pulpit and say, yes, and him dead now, go so to what's it? Because I said, no, sir. You see, when we look at the man, we are going there, every man have a plastic cup in him hand with liquor in there, you know. And them have red kerchief tie around them head. And everybody are going to the church. Anyway, I see my daughter go to the church, somebody just ease at the church and go to the side with a big door there. If anything, you know, door, no window can't stop me. The man have caused some bad word upon the seat, and the people them sit down there, you know. And them want to tell him to stop, you know, but they not tell him to stop. And I say, it's what is. It's really what it is. And I see some video where man have run, gunshot of fire. A man had threatened the man who had dig the hole. And I say, hey, boy, if you dig the hole good enough, if you go down in, I'll tell you that, man, it's dangerous. It's terrible, man. Anyway, we have on the line here. Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, no, sir. Good afternoon.
Okay. We want to discuss as a person who may know really have a certain another level to this whole thing. I think so. I don't want to boost you up still, but I know you have another level to what's going on here. So we want to really talk to you about obviously the coronavirus. We want to talk about what you think is causing it, what you think we should be doing, and if you have any ideas to give the people them about what they should be doing in order to alleviate the problem. And given that, which is very important, because I have passed that age there, given that them say it's mostly people from 60 to 80, the possibility of dying 60 and 80. I hear them say about these underlying things that can cause it. So I want you to start about that still. So this virus, as a doctor, it make up of different things. But them tell we say is the virus jump from one species of animal to the next, and then people go and get contaminated with it. You follow that? You give that credence?
We hear the stories, and believe me, at this stage, all we're getting is stories. Because within a 2-month, 3-month period, we don't have enough research being done to be able to give the kind of information that we need to give to the general public. So a lot of it is still based on speculation. In other words, the people who claim to be in the forefront of this all are giving their ideas and recommendations, but it is not necessarily based on facts. Because they really don't have time enough to tabulate the facts.
Right,
the whole idea is that they are saying that it is a virus. No, questions we need to ask ourselves. So if it is a virus, how do we test for this virus? What is the mechanism that we're using to test to see if somebody does in fact have this virus? And is the virus the cause of anything? Or is something else the cause and then the virus shows up as a result of that? Because there are many what we call germ theories, So germ theories, for example, the one that most of us have been taught is the one based on a guy called Louis Pasteur, which is saying that there's a bacteria or a virus or a fungus for every disease, literally. So in other words, saying that if you have this particular infection, then you should have this disease. But that was his concept, and that's almost over 100 years ago. Things have changed, and lots of other ideas have come to the forefront. In fact, some of the ideas were there before him, and they have not been tolerated, they have not been looked at, because in the 1920s, Western medicine took a change for the worse when Western medicine was hijacked by big money. And big money has to do with the pharmaceutical companies and the financiers. So then things started to change, and we started to have a whole different way of looking at healthcare.
All right.
Which is not necessarily true.
All right, make a push something tonight, right? 1914, World War. Then it come now, you have this big epidemic where after 1918, I think it take about 3 years or 4 years to engulf the whole world as a pandemic, and it killed millions of people. And the symptoms that we are hearing now, it's like the same symptoms that SARS have, which come again in China, kill all the people again, which pneumonia have, which where them call the one where we just deal with a while ago, yeah. Chikungunya. All right. So why is it the whole of them look the same way, and them tell us it's a different strain of the same thing, and the different strain does not allow them.
They're what they call respiratory. The respiratory viruses. They seem to affect the respiratory tract, meaning from the nostrils going down to the lung. So most of the effects are shown in that particular area. So it will show up as a cough, a pneumonia, breathing problems, because that's the respiratory tract that is being affected. But you asked a question earlier, we haven't addressed that yet, and it's about where did this virus come from? And that's a very important question, because we get a story that it is called corona, and it has jumped species from being all animal to now humans. But coronavirus are not new. The coronavirus have been around for quite some time. So for a virus to jump species, you need to think carefully. How does that happen? A virus, is an independent RNA entity. And it is not capable of individual existence. So it has to live in a cell in order to function. So how did we get this situation where the virus will jump from one species to the next? We need to look at that carefully.
So,
Obviously, there's a lot of...
So are you saying that it's impossible or you don't know how it happened?
Right, we don't know. We're just going based on speculation, based on what is being fed to us.
Yeah. No, but what I say, you say, how did it happen? So I'm asking you is it that you don't know how it happened or it was not can't happen based upon your medical?
None of us who are speaking know for sure. We're all going by what is being published. And what is being published is changing every single day as we go along. Because they really don't have the facts and they have not yet tabulated the facts in order to give genuine information to the general public.
Okay. All right. All right. So the reality now is that it is here. It killed 200 people yesterday in Italy. You know, and right now Italy, according to what them I say, the amount of people dead in Italy now is more than we're dead in China. We see it spreading in America. And we see little droplets of it in Jamaica. Is it that the government is doing the proper way, or there's something that they're not doing still that you could have offered to the whole situation? Yeah,
well, the government is trying to do the best that it can with the information that it has. And the government, with all due respect, has to be guided by the people who are giving the government advice. So they all go by this Pasteur and germ theory thing. So as a result of that, the advice that they're giving is based on that. So the whole business about self-protection, hygiene and all that is very, very important. And that is important whether there was corona, yes or no.
Yeah.
So we applaud that. And in fact, even the locking down and the quarantine zones, we still have to deal with that because that's an issue that we have to deal with from time to time. So all of those are given. But it gives us the impression that this is something that is bigger than us. It's outside of our sphere. And we need to wait on government initiatives to look after ourselves. And I'm saying, no, that is not true. We can, in fact, take the initiative to do it ourselves because we can look after ourselves.
I don't think the government will look after you. The government will give you information that you can look after yourself.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So the information is there. It is good information, but people need to realize that they can, in fact, take greater responsibility for their own health. Let me give an example. Infection forms behave pretty much the same, regardless of which infections it is. If I should take a box of flies and carry it into the studio and let it loose, within 24 hours, what do you think would happen to those flies? If there's nothing inside there for them to feed on.
Yeah.
They'll all disappear. The body has a lot of things that the infection feeds on, and you are exposed to the infection. What do you think would happen to your body? The infection would grow because it has something to sustain it. So it's not that you are a helpless victim of circumstances, that you sit home and you catch this disease. You see, catching is not a passive process. You know, catching is an active process. If I throw a ball at you and you didn't put your hands together, would you be able to catch it? So catching is a very active process. So catching means that you have to be receptive. And based on how most of us have been living, we are very receptive to these kind of illnesses. Because we're eating a lot of foods that infections love.
Yeah.
We're eating a lot of dead foods, for example.
Yeah.
And by dead foods, I'm going to start simply. Foods, for example, like sugar, which make the body acidic.
Yeah.
Infections just love the presence
white
of
flour,
sugar.
white rice.
Right. So just think of the dead foods, the things that cannot grow, the things that cannot reproduce themselves.
Yeah.
So think about things like the sugar. We need to think of things like the flour. It doesn't matter whether the flour is white or brown.
Yeah.
The flour is another major issue because the flour we're getting is a genetically modified version of flour.
Yeah, the wheat, yeah.
The wheat, anything coming from wheat. So we have a problem with the wheat, we have a problem with the sugar, we have a problem with the consumption of animal products.
Yeah.
Because
too much dead animals.
Every animal is dead. Everything you're getting from the animal basically is dead. From the flesh, the eggs, the milk, the cheese, butter, ice cream, yogurt, all dead. And then, of course, you have this whole battery of things that we call processed food that everybody's talking upon now.
Yeah.
Because they're planning for the
I want to tin food.
So it's all kind of canned food, which is all good again. So all of these things are going to set your body in a position to encourage the growth of the infections.
Well, I guess someone look for a stopgap.
I understand.
But I can ask you a question. I could jump forward. You say, all right. We are told about people who's diabetic, what I'm calling high blood pressure or whatsoever.
Is it, about chronic diseases, right?
Is it that if you have a chronic disease right now, that is it? Right now, you know what I mean? Where you could have done that before and try help yourself. Like, alkaline your body and I talk about right now, if a person have diabetes and all the things them what them talk about, and them catch it, is that a death sentence to them? What can they do?
It's not a death sentence.
So what can they do?
But their chances of recovery would be a little more difficult than a person who didn't have those challenges as well. But it does mean a death sentence. It doesn't mean that you have to catch anything.
Yeah, so what can they do? Are them about to live it out?
Because regardless of where you are, you have to start somewhere. And the way I recommend that you start is to go through a process of self-purification, removing the stuff that is in the system that is encouraging infections to go. Like a lot of what I just mentioned, the dead stuff. And bear in mind that it's not just the food that create that kind of issue in your body. Your mental state can also create an issue. Because if you're under a lot of stress, your immune system is going to weaken.
But that sounds like a long-term activity.
And panic. Your body becomes very acidic, which creates its own dead cells, which promotes infections again. So it's not just a food issue. Plus, there are other issues. You need to look at things, for example, like what is happening in your environment, the things that are around you. Exposure to insect sprays, pesticides, weedicides, all of those things create a lot of dead cells in your body, which will in fact feed the infections again.
All right.
If people are guided enough to clean out their system, they will function. They'll go through this as if nothing really happened. It really does have to be a devastating situation.
Yeah, well, them say most people who have it don't actually die, but I don't think you understand what I say. You say, all right. A person, an elderly person, like a grandmother, grandfather, they have a diabetes for how much years? And them have high blood pressure for how much years? And them have all the things that we are talking about is underlined for how much years? And now this thing come on. Them say you don't know, say you have it, and between 3 and 7 days, you just realize say you have it. When I ask, if when the person, 80-year-old person, find out to them have it, is there anything at that given moment that them can do if say it go and go sustain them life, or you just say, boy, me could go mad and go talk about a coffee?
No, but we're going based on history. History is showing that the people at the extremes of life are more at risk than those in the middle.
Yes.
So the 80-year-old person is certainly at a greater disadvantage than a younger person.
Yeah, so is there anything that the 80-year-old can do at that given moment?
Yeah, I just said it, that even at that age, if the person is prepared to clean up their system, they'll be in a much better position to ward off this kind of infection. So simple things like, for example, cleaning out the body, having good nutrition, like having a lot of vegetables, vegetable juices, lots of fruits. Those are the things that will actually help to boost the body's immune system and put them in a position to ward off this kind of problem much easier.
So this is when them find out, so them have it then, you talk about it, after the 7 days.
It doesn't matter, whenever you find the only time you can start is when you start. They can start as a precautionary measure. You can start before it happens, and when it happens, then what you're going to do about it.
Okay. Is there anything that the government is not doing where you think them should have done?
Hard question to answer. Because based on the information that they have, I think they're doing their best.
Yeah. Because look at politics. We hear that them quarantine a year, 7 days, yet still have some people who have no water with They have been telling us
All
that
right.
water is
Okay.
essential.
Well, that's something we can definitely do because everybody talking about hand sanitizer and alcohol and all of that. But basically what the people need is water.
Yes.
Because you can't wash your hands if you don't have water.
Yes.
I don't care how good your hand sanitizer is, as far as I'm concerned, your hands still not clean.
So the idea of spraying alcohol by your hand.
So if government can improve the water supply, that would be a great thing.
Yeah. No, the idea of spraying alcohol by your hand. How that go?
Well, technically speaking, alcohol will destroy a lot of microbes, a lot of germs, a lot of bacteria and so on. But also the alcohol is going to be absorbed by your skin. And then my question is that when you use the alcohol, even if it does destroy the microbes, where did the microbes go?
Where it go?
I just couldn't feel comfortable using hand sanitizer and then holding food with my hands afterwards, regardless of how much alcohol is on it. I like the idea of water. I like the idea of even if I don't have the soap, I like the idea of the water.
Yes, I like the idea of water and soap still.
You're not properly clean. Mm-hmm.
So you say more water and soap than alcohol. That's what I say.
Yeah, man, water and soap is definitely a safe alternative.
And if you spray the alcohol on your skin, like your hand, if you feel that you touch something and you spray the alcohol on your hand, you would suggest go still wash your hand.
As soon as you get a chance, you go wash your hands.
Yes. All right. Recently, we are told that the virus can live outside for like 3 days without damaging. As a doctor,
right.
You see that?
We hear that argument. And again, like I said, within the period of this virus being around,
yeah,
we don't have the information yet to say for sure. But look at first principles. The virus being an RNA particle is incapable of living on its own.
Okay.
But even if it is in droplets on a table or wherever, we're saying to you that the virus, for it to continue, needs to get inside of a cell in order to live and in order to function.
So it can't be airborne then?
So you can have some semblance, because you can have some semblance of an airborne. We're not disputing that. But I'm saying that once you keep the surfaces clean, you should minimize the effect of anything like that. So I'm not going to put a time frame on it and say after so many days or what have you, because the time is irrelevant. What is important is that you keep the surface clean. As if you're going to use the surface, to keep it clean.
All right. The government, this is something that's mind-boggling to me personally, right? The government say if you're in a bus, they're not going to allow nobody to stand up in the bus. You must be seated. But somebody sitting beside you is less than 3 feet.
You're closer than you stand.
Yeah, it's like you're like on a shoulder to shoulder.
The idea, I suppose, is to reduce the amount of congestion you have within a.
Yeah, but how that work? What is the logic
It's not making a lot of sense.
Eh?
Because if the bus has 40 seated and another how much standing, it's still a lot of people.
Yeah, but because nobody now stand up.
One taxi, one person less, you carry one person less. There's still a lot of people in the car.
That me try to figure out if you're not taxi and you carry one person less, how that lessen the
There's still a lot of
chance.
people in the car, you know. A lot of these are just guidelines that you hear other people have to say, so let's never go ahead and run with it.
So you don't have an answer for that?
I still like you. I'm kind of baffled by that one.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm glad it's not me alone feel that way. Because it mind-boggling to me that taxi man I carry 5 in that thing, no, you must carry 4. How that alleviate the problem?
But even look at some of the places where people live. If you go to some of the places where people live in Jamaica, you know, you find that it's not social distancing, don't make no sense. Because you live in a place that how many live in another room.
Yeah, like me in the studio, so now with 2 people in the studio with me, I know me start to worry.
Start fit.
Because I say, that brother over there, so I don't know where I'm the devil before him reach us, so. And the one behind me, I know, look like him have it. Just looking for him.
You see that's the kind of thing we need to guard against. Because when there's that level of fear...
That's why I'm bring it up.
Panic.
That's why I'm bring it up, because that leads to fear and panic.
Right. And out of that, you have a lot of chaos.
we stop. We get the people them. I play a tape. I don't know if you listen to the program, but I play a tape with a doctor lady, which I say, why is it that we are not hearing about the people them who recover? Because maybe the recovery rate should make an impression upon the people rather than keep telling people that 300 dead in Italy and, the one person who dead yes or no, come like it make more effect on the people them psyche than the others who still alive, like the lady who them say bring it, who have the first one. She's still about the place. I mean, when I say about, I mean, she.
But the person who died, and they're making it sound like it's corona killing. If you are 79, 80, and you have high blood pressure, diabetes, blah, 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 whatever other ailments you might have had, you could have died anyway. When you have corona, you don't necessarily say because you had corona, then corona is because of your death.
Yeah, and the lady who them claim says the first host of it, she is living still, and 2 weeks gone now.
And look at the China story. Over 86% of the people are fine now so many weeks now, them up and down about place same way. Nothing wrong with them.
Alright, so what that to you know what that mean? It means that we're panicking too much. It means
we're panicking a little too much because in terms of the number of deaths per
amount we're alive,
right? Yeah. The case fatality rate is very, very low. A lot more people are dying from flu.
Yeah, but it's not so intense though. It's not so intense
rather than a coronavirus related flu.
Yeah, but Mr. White, it's not so intense. It's the intensity of the thing that causes the panic, The intensity.
The intensity because it seems to be worldwide. It's like it's
and the news have come to attack way. The news come like the virus too.
Right. Because the news reporters are pushing an agenda. And that agenda is one of fear. We need to be careful about that because I'm going to say something else. This is go straying a little bit, but bear out. When we have this level of fear and panic, then all that you're going to hear next, is that, we discover a vaccine. You hear the story already, right?
You hear the woman them who them testing up a Seattle?
No, within a month, we have a vaccine ready. No, if a vaccine is ready within a month, are you going to take that vaccine?
No, not we.
Not me, we don't know nobody else.
Not we.
But because people are in fear and panic, they are under the notion if I take this vaccine, I'm okay. So the fear actually allows for that kind of shift in people's behavior.
Yes.
So then the whole idea is that at the end of the day, the government will be pushing towards what they call compulsory vaccinations.
Yeah.
So people don't ask any questions, they don't argue, and especially knows that the army and the police in the forefront of this. Next thing police and army give vaccine. I know.
Yeah, when they have martial law assembly.
Exactly. So you have to be so careful about that and open your mind and think. Don't allow them to push these things at you.
But you know, say
there has never been a vaccine, Hear me out. There has never been a vaccine invented through the history of mankind.
That cure
that was invented early enough to stem an epidemic.
Yeah.
Vaccines were introduced long after epidemics died out and gone.
Yeah.
And then we start to tell the world, is the vaccine why we don't have the epidemic? It don't make no sense. It's a lie.
All right. One last question we can ask you. What is it that you could recommend to the Jamaican people that would best alleviate them problem as it relates to dietary law? What is it that they could do? Drink enough water forever and ever, go up on a water fast, sit down with them head upside down. What do you think them could do?
All right, what I would recommend that they do, number one, you can build what I call immune boosters. There are lots of regular plants, everyday plants that are out there that you can use to boost your body's immune system. So, for example, you can use garlic is an age-old favorite.
Yes, my
Ginger
favorite.
Is an age-old favorite. So you can blend garlic, drink it with an orange or a grapefruit.
Yes.
You can crush the garlic. You can have it with honey. You can have green juices, because green juices are very powerful, have a very powerful alkalizing effect on the body.
Yes.
Because once the body becomes alkaline, the infections don't find the body attractive anymore. So having a lot of vegetables and blended vegetables will actually help a lot in getting your body into a state where you can actually protect yourself from this kind of thing. Then, of course, the fruits as well, because the fruits are powerful antibiotics as well and powerful antioxidants.
Yes.
Lots of vitamin C in the fruits. So go for the fruits as well.
Pineapple, and orange, and lime, and lemon, and them something.
Right.
What about tamarind?
Tamarind?
Yeah.
Tamarind, you said?
Yeah, because tamarind time, I know. What do I have to tamarind?
Yeah, tamarind is always a good source, man. A good source.
But why you laugh? Why you laugh? Why you laugh?
I thought you said turmeric.
No, tamarind.
Tamarind. Tamarind are good. Nature's foods are always good.
Yes.
So I have no restrictions with those.
No restriction for none of the fruit, them?
No, don't say for them. Just eat them.
Just eat them. All right. Well, you don't start getting any patients yet.
You mean coronavirus?
You don't take them.
I wouldn't know they have a testing kit.
Oh, yeah. But you're not a part of the testers?
No, most people don't have a testing kit. I think there are few testing kits that may be available in the government circle.
Yes.
So you're treating somebody with symptoms. You have to treat them based on the symptoms that they present with.
Yes.
I can't treat them and say this is a corona case.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, give thanks, Mr. White.
Yeah, man. Muta, give thanks.
Man. Yes. That was Dr. Donovan White. We were talking about the same thing everybody had talked about. This is, I don't know how long this topic going to leave, but going to depend away, but it going to depend away a little while because we just start, 2 weeks now? Yeah, 2 weeks now. We just start the whole thing. So we have a long way to go. And as you say, it always go round back to how you take care of yourself. It always go round. We have on this program been talking about the consumption of certain food by just a normal person. And it is very difficult if you keep a tell a man the same thing over and over. And them do the same thing. And then all of a sudden now, you see something will come where the top guys, them I tell them, say, this is what you should have done. I say, but a long time I tell you this, so how come when I tell you never go on? Like, to me now, no PhD behind my name and all them something. Ishamara, why you never listen to me? Yeah, pick it. Oh, we should have a concern here where, as it relates to even the children, them will go home for go do them lessons. So Peter did tell me a little thing where I'm concerned about. So I want him to express himself or so. Well, tell me why you feel to come on the radio. Nobody go like Shamara Rasta. Come on, that's all right. No, stay far from me. Stay far from me. Let me get my gun. Stay far from me, all right. Yeah, you say something.
Yeah, well, it's just that I know teachers having a hard time with giving the students work from home because a lot of students don't necessarily have data or credit to be interacting with the teachers like that. So I think that the ministry should probably look into facilitating whether it's giving credit and data to the students to help the teachers to be better able to give them the work that they need to get.
So let me ask you now, the data need what? It need postpaid, prepaid, where it go? Tell me.
I'm sure most of them are prepaid, so they just have to work with the prepaid.
Okay. That is something for sure. Maybe we could have the teacher them too.
Yeah, the teacher them too for sure.
I wonder how them are do that. They're supposed to find a way them can do it. Yeah, it's a good idea because if you're going to stay home 2 weeks, maybe that 2 weeks you're going to least holiday too, we don't know. Well, you hear them cancel the Last Supper? So you laugh. Sorry if you interject that. Them cancel the Last Supper. Yeah, that's how that coming right, don't it? Yeah, say we don't know how that coming right. Yeah, the teacher them have something to deal with the student them. And now the student in a precarious position in terms of having credit for put on them data, for continue them work at them house. That is a problem for you.
They need to put something in place to allow the teacher
Yeah, for work with it. Yeah. And them could have talked to the telecommunication company them. That to the more, I don't know if the private sector want to work with that. Where I said digital and floor, you're the brethren have a suggestion. When them turn to the government feed, but me I turn out to the private sector where can alleviate. Because we see J&J and all them bank there, them not take no money from you when you use your card. Them not take no money from you when you use your card and for how much, I don't know till when. But something similar to that could have gone on with the digital and floor. You know, where you really X out the cost of that to those who doing them work at home. I mean, I talk to big people them, because, you know, we are talking about children who get caught up in a devil clear, so now with you have to go get extra data to deal with it. Okay, we want you to stand by for top draw dollars, pick 2, pick 3, pick 4, and catch for drive time draws. Is up next. Yeah, it's a good suggestion. Good suggestion. Okay. We want to give a little prince. Boris Gardner. Well, I'm a brethren, Boris Gardner. Boris Gardner, they both long time, you know. And the man, you know Boris Gardner? And the man look no different from home you look, you know. So you know, the Dennis Brown have a tune where him do over name Bobby Sachs. From Stacking to Bobby Sachs to Stacking. Where you know, say, Boris Gardner is a balladeer. They call him balladeer because most of the songs them him sing is love songs. So we want to play Boris Gardner verse. We there go up on the upside, we want to give thanks, you know. We want to give thanks to all the ones them who really make the program be what it is. And yes, nice vibes. And in all of the drudgery, it's still a beautiful world. Yeah, man. I would be cheating on myself if I said that I prefer to be living here now. I prefer to be living. And I'm doing quite okay. But, trust me, if I am a yard and I sneeze, I'm going to run. Yes, if I sneeze on my yard, I'm going to run. I don't know who I run from, but I'm going to run. But, put for that joke aside, the thing is not to panic. Because we say panic lead to other problems, not only mentally, but physically. You know, you can be so panicky that stress take you, and fear. And we keep saying it. The greatest fear is fear itself. There's no fear in death. The greatest fear is fear itself. And people is scared of the unknown. The unknown. People is very scared of it. And that is really a human condition. To don't know what is around the corner and get afraid and panicky. Understand? So we want people them to stand up. You know, we don't know how much time we can say it, how much people can come and say it on the radio, if it will make any difference. But we have to say it. We have to say it. Okay.